Okay, we're recording.
Oh, as is right now.
Yeah, like right now.
Nice.
Like, it's on right now.
What's going on, y'all?
Nothing.
No?
Just hanging out.
Come on, I started with a little enthusiasm. You're supposed to meet that enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm.
It's really late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not near the latest we've started, but I don't know why. It's just hit hard today.
Yeah.
It's one of those days. I don't have anything else to say. Don't look
Okay.
at me.
Okay. I mean, it seemed like you were going somewhere.
No, I wasn't. I never am.
We've been gone for a week.
2 weeks.
We've been gone for 2 weeks. That's right.
Gone for 2 weeks.
Blame it on Emily because she was sick.
Hello.
I do entirely.
That's
Now, the first time I said we got to start recording by midnight, it was almost 1 before I left, and no recording equipment had even been brought out.
Yeah, but
and then the next week I was sick.
There was very important videos that need to be watched. I believe someone was playing with pipes.
Wait, is that what that was?
I don't remember.
Oh, man.
I remember leaving, and there was just some guy rapping. It was like
rapping in a Chipotle or something.
Those two things.
So.
Those two things go together: rapping, hip hop, and Chipotle.
And by then I was like, all right, goodbye, farewell. But I'm here now.
And that's what I guess matters.
You know what really matters?
Huh?
Talking into the front of your microphone.
I'm talking in the front. Look, the symbol's right there. I'm speaking into it.
What really matters is sponsors.
Oh, do we have one?
No, we don't. But that's what matters.
I got excited.
Yeah, me too.
It's like,
wait, Norman brought something to the table tonight.
Well, that's slightly offensive, but you know,
it's my mom offering to help me pay my bills if I get corona.
That's a very nice sponsor. What does it do for the rest of us? We agreed. There's contracts and stuff. That's all I'm saying.
I haven't signed that yet.
This podcast was sponsored.
That yet.
This podcast was sponsored by Blueberries Pepsi.
What a dumb thing. Oh, hold
it's
on.
Okay.
I'm getting a phone call.
And
I'm right back. Okay.
Okay.
Emily, are you with us?
No,
just barely.
I'm barely.
All right, let's go.
Yeah,
I'm Norm.
I'm Tanner.
I'm barely here. I'm Emily.
And theme song.
Okay. I assume the theme song would go somewhere in that silence.
Just leave the whole silence. Put the theme song in the middle of it.
Oh,
just
man.
with me coughing every now and then.
Yeah.
I've noticed I sniffle a lot. Just, I guess, as a personality trait.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And I have to cut it out, so I, got some nose spray from the car. That might help.
You do that a lot? I don't even
Yeah.
notice it.
Yeah, I notice it when I'm editing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's there's a couple things I notice as well when listening to me, and I'm like, oh my god, I hate that.
It's alright, we're used to it. Whatever it is.
Well, I mean, I feel like I breathe a lot.
Yeah, you're supposed to. You're supposed to do that.
That is an important thing.
No, but I don't know. I can't explain it. I'm like, oh god, listen to me breathe. Ugh, sick.
Do, 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 do.
I had that in my head too.
I don't know what that is.
If everyone wants to take some breaths, I can try to isolate those and then remove them from the rest of the track. I try to do that, but it ends up messing with the audio a little bit, so.
What? If I breathe right now, it'll remove all breaths from...
I can isolate those.
Right.
And then highlight the whole track, your whole track, and say remove everything that sounds like this.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Pretty
nifty.
Cool.
But it also, ends up kind of compressing the rest of the track.
Yeah.
Because there have been times where it hasn't gotten it completely, so I've done it like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, no, keep removing.
Yeah.
And it comes out sounding like it was posted on Newgrounds or something. So,
Okay. So quality. Okay, so if I say the right now, like I just did, you can remove all the thes
it's
that
not
I say.
it's not that
You'd
sophisticated.
have to
Okay.
repeat it the exact
it
same
works
way
on
every time.
wavelength. So you can say like everything between this. Basically, it's made for like getting rid of air moving around.
Okay.
You get 20 seconds of what they call room tone, where you just hold the microphone in the room,
Well, we got
Yeah.
about 20 minutes.
and then and then you highlight that and you tell it to get rid of that, and it'll get rid of like just certain frequencies if it's only those frequencies.
Emily, what's your favorite form of killing a man?
I'm kind of partial to just like a classic chainsaw, but
Okay.
only if like you got enough space for it, you know?
Right. But space as in to chase them down
Yeah.
with, as you scream and wearing someone else's face, or...
Yeah, typically.
Okay.
I'm also kind of partial to just like a classic pillow
Fight
over the face.
I'm also a fan of a classic pillow fight.
to the death.
Oh, to the death?
Yeah.
I
To
don't
kill
know.
a man.
Oh, okay. I didn't, I heard what we were talking about, but
Right.
it wasn't my turn to chime in. I was just making jokes.
Okay, Tanner, by all means, please tell me.
What?
Favorite way...
Tell you what.
tell me your favorite way to kill a man.
In Reno, just to watch him die.
What?
I'm pretty sure that's a reference.
Is that? Yeah, I
It
feel like
is.
that's a reference.
It's a song. Don't worry about it. You uncultured swine.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time you've called me that.
Well, I guess I don't have a favorite.
Coward.
I guess that's good.
Yeah, I
Some
like
would
them
say
all.
that's good. Yeah, big fan of them all. They're all pretty nice.
It's hard to choose, for sure.
Yeah.
That's kind of put on the spot, but
Yeah.
that's all I have to say.
Yeah. Well, today I'm going to talk about Poison.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
Yeah.
The band?
The song?
No, Poison's a band.
I know, and Poison's also a song.
Probably an album as well.
Don't sigh at me.
Hold on, what's that Poison song?
No, it's like Poison.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
No, but I mean, like, what's
Part
the
of it.
song from Poison that everyone remembers?
I don't know, man.
Who's Poison?
Yeah, it was Poison. Is
Did
that a
they
song
sing-
my dad listened to?
Did they sing Every Rose Has Its Thorn?
You're
that
asking...
them?
Every rose has it.
Oh,
I
is
don't
it
know
them?
who does that.
I'm pretty sure it's Poison. Did
Can you
they
not, like,
talk
rap
dirty
that?
to me? Was that them?
No, that's Jason Derulo.
I hate you so much. What you say?
Oh, yeah. Well, the point of that exercise right
Folsom
there...
Prison Blues, by the way. Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison Blues, killed a man in Reno just to watch him die.
Oh, we're back
Came
to
from
there. Oh, is that the one that's like, I killed a man?
No, that's not even close.
Such a Johnny Cash impression.
I want to go home.
There's like 3 people I'm thinking Johnny Cash is. I chose one of them, and
You
He's
were
the
vaguely
Joker.
right.
I thought that was
What did you say?
Joaquin Phoenix.
I thought that was Joaquin Phoenix.
He played Johnny Cash in the movie Walk the Line.
Oh my.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
It's fine. I
right.
caught it at a
Oh,
drive-in.
right.
It
Poison.
was a
Yep,
double
yep.
feature. Walk the Line and that movie with the 3 girls. What was that movie called? Where they're all in the insane asylum, but they're also doing anime fights on trains and stuff.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
I feel like that was different.
This is-
Yeah, that's a good take.
That was the one with Ugly Betty. Maybe before she was Ugly Betty?
And the girl from Superstore.
That is Ugly Betty.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, America Ferrera.
Oh,
Honestly, don't really remember Ugly Betty.
pretty into her.
I never watched it. I'm sure it was fine.
I think I watched it when it
Sugar.
was
Something
on.
sugar.
Better or worse than
Sucker Punch.
Blueberry Pepsi?
Oh, I knew that. I knew that one actually. I just
Yeah, it was like I was at a drive-in and they had like double features on all the screens. You know how
I want to
drive-ins
go to
do.
a drive-in soon.
And I remember like one screen was doing Sucker Punch and one was doing Walk the Line, and I was seeing like a Disney movie, and I was sitting there just doing this between those two.
I want to go to the drive-in soon. They're opening one. They're opening one in Round Rock.
That's like a long way.
Hey,
That's only an hour.
Hey, children.
Yes, Father.
Let's get back into it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, we
Please,
got a
talk
show to
dirty to me.
run.
I'm trying.
No. All right, I'm not gonna lie. The trumpets go hard in that song.
Yeah,
though.
dude.
Like,
Come on.
when it came out and that part hit, like everyone got a little nuts.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
have that stuck in my head.
So the reason I bring up Poison is I want to talk about.
That took us in a weird
I'm
way.
trying so hard not to react. Go ahead.
Yes, Norman.
The reason I'm talking about Poison, the poison for Cusco, is because I want to talk about Chinjiao. To be
So earlier when you were like, "I hope I do this right, otherwise it might be offensive."
yes,
Now we know
context.
to whom.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So just to be clear, because last time I did a story on a Japanese serial killer.
That was
That
like
was
a
so
long
forever.
time ago.
That
Right.
was the second episode.
Second episode, correct. But I said it in my head, and then when I tried to say it, it sounded terrible until like
Yeah.
the last 5 minutes.
Okay.
So this time I threw it into Google, right? I asked it to say it back to me.
I can confirm. He was sitting here doing it for a minute.
So,
Very good.
but specifically Empress Chinjiao,
That's a gal emperor, right?
Gal Emperor?
Gal, a girl.
Oh, Gal Emperor. Yes,
Okay.
correct. that is what an Empress is, Tanner.
I heard gallon per.
I heard that too, and I was like, Tanner, I'm tired of your movie references.
They're
so
not that obscure.
Wow.
so before I talk about her, though, there's actually a very specific kind of form of magic that's well, don't make that face. Don't make that face. It's very.
Hi, Marty.
It's called Gyu, Gu, and I'm pretty. Gyu, and it just stands for poison. But the way the poison is made is very special. So what you do is you take a.
He's dancing now.
He's dancing. I don't understand why. You take a spider, you take a centipede, a viper,
Not into
a
any
poison
of those.
frog, and a centipede.
Sounds like overkill.
And a centipede.
Literally.
You
You
put-
said centipede.
Okay, well,
Is
you
it two
take
centipedes?
centipede, spider. Oh, scorpion. I missed that. Centipede,
it.
spider, scorpion, viper, poison frog.
We have to get the recipe right.
Right, absolutely. And then you
Otherwise,
throw them
they
into a
might not
jar.
die enough.
I feel like we didn't get enough life story before the recipe. If we're going to post this online, we really
You
need some
gotta
backstory.
tell us about your day.
About.
All
That's
right.
how recipes online
Norman
work.
does
Oh,
It's
I get
fine.
it. No, I'm sorry. I'm more used to Gordon Ramsay yelling at me, showing me how to make eggs. That's the only way I know my recipes.
I almost burned down my kitchen once.
Believe that with
Mm-hmm.
water.
Just
So
out of spite.
That's true.
so you take all 5 ingredients, you throw them into a jar live.
Okay, that was my next question.
Close the jar.
This is going to be an interesting
Oh.
size jar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Now you close the jar, right? Let that bad boy simmer there for, I don't know, 5 minutes.
That doesn't seem like long enough for all of them to die.
You think?
Well, so you... Wait.
So what's the
Is-
pecking order inside the jar?
Like who goes in first?
Well,
Who
once they're
lives?
in there,
Yeah, who's killing... What's left? Not everything is gonna die.
Correct.
Okay. Let's
So-
go ahead and just let you finish your story.
Thank
and then
you.
we'll ask
I
questions.
appreciate that. That's typically
All right.
what we, you know,
Don't do.
yeah, don't do.
Continue.
So basically, 5 minutes. You wait till there's only one man standing, kind of like a battle royale, if you will.
I'm sorry, this sounds like a really good idea for like a way to make 10,000 identical games.
So
As
the
long as I
last.
get to stream it.
So now think of it. All these animals are poisonous, except venomous and poisonous. So
That is
you-
different, I think.
they are
Yeah,
different.
Poisonous is when you eat it. it. That's how you get the poison, and then
Venomous is when it eats you.
Yes.
But you don't have to be eaten.
I'm glad we could clear that up.
Yeah.
Really?
So basically, the last
I
thing
know.
standing, that is what you take, and that animal or insect has a very concentrated poison of all these other animals in there, and that's where you get the goo from, and that's the base of a lot of this Chinese magic. That's kind of the
Right,
base
the
of
magic,
it,
yes.
and it kind of goes from there. And you use that for things like curses, love potions. Yeah, that face you're making. Yes.
Is it like love me or I'll give you this?
So
Or-
initially, there's actually a saying of there's stories. Let's see. So in the mountains, if a man was poisoned with goo and managed to return to his lover's home, so it was kind of like a north and south thing. Men returning from the south,
why you asked about the Civil War earlier?
specifically in China, but men coming from the south back home to the north. Sometimes it's said that the women in the south would poison those men, and if a man was poisoned with goo and managed to return to his lover's home within the time he had promised, his lover would treat him with an antidote. But if he did not, he would be consumed from the inside out, the goo poison causing his heart and abdomen to swell and ache because the poison gnaws him from within.
So if the dude gets a flat tire, that's a death sentence.
Well, they didn't really have tire. Flat horse, maybe. I don't know.
Great joke.
Yeah.
Wow.
I laughed.
No.
I got this this blueberry Pepsi.
I don't think I want blueberry Pepsi. I just got a cough.
I have meatballs.
Well, that's not
It's
gonna
not-
help.
it's not
my
liquid.
Cough.
I got a blender.
I gotta go.
Want some?
All
Want some
right,
meat
look.
sauce?
I need some.
Okay, look, we're getting out of we. Jesus Christ. Okay, anyway, so
something to drink.
so Empress Chen, so she is, another name for her is the deposed Empress Chen, because she is. I don't want to ruin the story. Let's talk about her a little bit.
She get deposed.
Dang it, I ruined it. So Empress Chen, she was actually married to Empress Wu.
Wait.
Emperor.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Aw.
Let me fix
Sappho and
that.
her
I was
friend.
excited.
Yeah.
Gay
yeah.
rights.
Not in this time period.
By the
Or
way,
this one.
I looked up the origin of that, and I'll have to tell you about it.
Uh-oh.
It's very interesting.
Gay rights.
Sappho and her friend.
Oh.
Okay.
Why do I need to know?
Because we were talking about it the other, like, not last time we were together, but the time before that.
Huh.
Yeah. All right. Well, never mind. I'll just
So
say-
Emperor Wu
say
of
it.
Han. This is going on around like 130
Emperor
BC. Emperor Wu of Han.
Whoa.
Triggered.
Yep. He was the emperor of the Han Dynasty.
that problematic?
Obviously.
Is that problematic?
Who? What?
I was just making a joke because that's where the first
Wuhan.
reported cases of coronavirus were. It was in Wuhan. But it's just a wordplay joke. So,
Is it?
yeah.
I was worried. Wow.
I feel like wordplay is fine.
Okay, Norman, continue with your story.
So, so basically, Emperor Han, he wants children, right? Because he wants to contribute. He wants to continue that bloodline, and there were actually people in his family that wanted the throne, and they would use because he growing up he didn't have any children, and
Really
unfortunately,
didn't do that growing up?
what's that?
I said it really didn't do that growing up?
Dude, so I looked, just to give a little context, all these people that I'm naming, they are definitely under the age of 20. So this is like all happening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now again, 130 BC.
Oh, I don't know if you said that before.
Well, again, 130
heard it
BC.
now.
Yeah. So they give you a little context there. So Emperor Wu wants children, and unfortunately, Empress Qin is not having very.
Is he shooting blanks?
He's maybe.
Who's to say?
But of course, because in this time period, when it comes to birth and babies, it's on the woman's side, right? Because if it's not happening, it's not because of the guy. It's because
like
of
there's a guillotine
Empress
involved in this at some point.
I mean,
I don't like that evil laugh.
this isn't French. Should probably not call it
before the invention of the guillotine.
Yeah, exactly.
Part 2. Yeah, I knew that, but that's not the fun part.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
You know, in the last... Never mind.
The 70s.
Well, you might as well finish it now.
That I finished
Execution by guillotine.
the 70s.
There we go.
Doesn't that seem too recent?
Yes.
Man, not recent enough. So, other people in the royal bloodline are starting to kind of use that against Han, against Wu, because he was Wu of Han. Using it against Wu because he's not continuing the bloodline. And at one point, there's plots to kind of dethrone him and put his uncle as like ruler.
It's always the uncle, isn't it?
Absolutely. So at this point, Wu's he's getting a little angry, right? Because after multiple attempts,
Uncle Scar is coming in on his turf.
Exactly, and he's getting nervous. So after multiple attempts, Wu's kind of getting angry, and he wants a daughter, or preferably a son.
Yeah.
So he kind of starts, looking at other areas. Now, he's not allowed to have a concubine, says Qin, right? Because she would be very angry. And
Hey, good on him for listening to her.
right. Until he doesn't.
Oh.
So he actually goes to his sister and...
Wait, what?
Yeah, right?
Hold up.
All right, play.
Okay, so he goes to his sister. Don't worry, this isn't Alabama. He goes to his sister,
This
and
is the most viewed category, so...
and he's like, "Hey, what do you got?" So she shows him all of her servants. It says, "Hey, these are the women that are in my possession." And
Why did she get women?
why not?
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I mean they're all royal and bloodline, have
160
money,
BC
and
was like the 2020 of BC. So
What does that mean?
It means women can own women.
I'm not bothering.
There's no way to make it good or bad.
No, I'm just gonna leave it.
Anyway,
Norman?
so initially he was like, "This isn't really, nothing sparks." So, but after
Nothing sparks joy.
This is just the most ridiculous.
what?
Show me all your servant girls. I want to pick one to have a baby with.
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Wait.
It's
Isn't
like
that the Emperor's new school or new groove?
Groove? What?
Like the beginning of the movie. He's just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I don't like any of these. Thank you. Bye.
Basically,
it
yeah.
is.
But that was like a completely different
All
culture
right.
that was based off of.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I'm just
saying. You know what side?
Also, like Emperor Cusco, that was an actual story that. Never mind.
Emperor's new clothes.
Poison for Cusco.
It all comes
So
back.
go ahead. He's at the used car lot of ladies.
Yeah, used car lot. And nothing's
It's all
really
96s.
nothing's really
They don't
catching
have
them.
any 98 models.
Exactly. So none of her candidates managed to impress Emperor Wu. Now, realizing her brother was disappointed and bored, she called in-house dancers for entertainment. Now, this time, the emperor set his eyes on a beautiful young singer named Wei.
Oh,
So
I was gonna make a joke, but I couldn't come up with it fast enough. So
thank you for not.
it was gonna
Yeah.
be something to the effect of like Enrique Iglesias. I think is where it was probably gonna go.
Okay,
Well,
He's a beautiful young.
you sit
singer.
on that for a little bit.
Sit on that
Is he here?
workshop it.
I will.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
very
Too far.
That's very cut that. Cut it.
We'll see. I don't think he listens.
So,
Good take.
the singer Wee, he almost falls almost instantly in love with her. Now, the problem though is that
Wants to take her home and play some Wii Sports.
yes, absolutely.
Stop.
By Wii Sports,
Wait, no.
we mean Bone.
My mom listens.
Wii Sports and Chill.
Gonna go home and create a few me's.
Nintendo joke.
Stupid.
So he's not allowed to actually have concubines. That's very against what Empress Chen wants. But as the emperor, he can kind of just do whatever the hell he wants. So he kind of
Happy wife, happy life.
yeah. Well, so he basically sneaks her into the palace and makes her like a servant, right? Well, unfortunately, Chen kind of finds out about that, and she's not happy. So she actually hires. Now, Wee is under the emperor's protection, so she can't actually do anything specifically to her. But Wee has a half brother.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so Chen decides to basically hire guys to go find her brother, and kidnap him and murder him.
Well, then she doesn't have any bargaining chips.
Yeah, but she can at least get some anger out there. But of course, it goes wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it goes wrong.
I'm not sure who I'm rooting for at this point.
Right,
Me
it's
neither.
very So it goes wrong, and
I think I'm on Wee's side.
Emperor
She was just vibing.
Emperor Wu finds out about it, and out of spite, promotes Wee to a concubine, basically. And the seat that she's on is basically just below where Chen is. Empress Chen, just below her.
I like
And
to
then-
picture that it's a literal stack of chairs.
But even
Ladder
then,
smash.
the brother that was kidnapped promoted him to general. I think at first he was he worked in stables. He went from working as a stable hand to being a general. So
That doesn't seem like there
qualifications
really
didn't exist then. Yeah.
Oh, man. Can you imagine
Farm boy.
showing up for your first day as general with no experience whatsoever?
That's a nice horse you got there. And that's all he's got.
I mean, all they really have to just play the "I'll make a man out of you," do a sweet montage, and he's
Boom.
good.
Do
Done.
I'm going to do my Family Guy reference now.
Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead.
So have y'all seen that episode
No.
where Carter goes into a coma and leaves the company to Lois, and Peter takes over the company that he runs? And he walks in and he's like, "All right, guys, we're going to turn this company around." And all the board members are like, "We're doing the best that we've done in ages. All of our numbers are through the roof right now." He's like, "Turn it around." That's what I'm picturing.
Done.
Yeah. That's kind of the last we hear about, her brother. But
I would watch a whole movie about that.
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
So after that happened,
Sounds
though,
like it'd be an Adam Sandler vehicle, though. And I just don't think
That
I'd be on
feels
board.
no,
like it
Adam
would be an
Sandler had a really
issue.
good movie recently.
It was
Yeah.
on in the bar the
Yeah,
other
no,
night.
that's fair. I heard that was good. So
Good
one,
on
one
him.
every 10 or 15 years or so is it's
pretty
doing
okay, yeah.
He's got more hit movies than me.
That's true. Yes.
And more money.
Yeah, well,
So
Newborn
after
babies have more money than me, so
what?
they
he's
get
in
to-
debt.
They need to start at zero.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, me. Okay. So
We haven't even been at least I haven't been drinking. We're just gone. We're just not here.
I'm here. I'm just
I have.
yeah. Okay, so let's give a recap. All right, Emperor Wu, right, and then Empress Chen, and then right under her is Wee.
I don't like this thing you're doing with your hands over here.
He's doing
Moving
a do
them?
me thing.
Very uncomfortable.
Can't do that.
You can't do that.
Nobody can do that.
Never mind.
Good thing this is a audio medium.
Yeah. Just flicking me off. That's what he was doing. Anyway, so after her new promotion, Wu was very still in love, and slowly but surely actually stopped paying attention to Chen. Now,
That was a goof.
she's tried multiple attempts, writing getting people to write songs, poetry, things like that, getting other people to write poetry. But she's tried everything, and it just doesn't really work out. So in this situation, Emily, what would you do?
I'd probably murder him.
Okay. Well, okay.
It's the BCs, and I'm the Empress. What was anyone going to do about it,
Yeah.
Also, I'm just not down with cheaters.
Well, frustrated and jealous,
Give you
she
10
tried in
years.
vain to regain her husband's attention by threatening suicide multiple times.
Well,
That's just psychological abuse.
Well,
Yeah.
that only made Emperor Wu more angry at her. Now, helpless and despairing, she again turned to her mother to vent her anger. Now, her mother
Is
then...
that who's been giving her this
Yo,
bad
Ma.
advice the whole
Yes,
time?
absolutely.
Okay.
Now,
I kind of love that, though.
Now, her mother then confronted and accused Wu's sister, Princess Ping Yang, I should have mentioned her name earlier, Ping Yang, for sabotaging her daughter's marriage, but was simply brushed off when the statement that Empress Chen lost favor purely because of her own infertility. Baffled by the argument, Empress Chen then spent over 90 million coins seeking treatment to no avail. However, because Emperor Wu no longer visited her palace since the Wii incident, it was already impossible for her to achieve a pregnancy. So she's not in a great spot right now.
Not in a great
Back
spot.
then.
I mean, I hear her. You said this is all under 20.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
I'll give some idea on age a little later.
Okay, because I'm 22, and if anything like that happened to me, I would be pretty upset.
Yeah,
I'd be pretty upset and not really know what to do about it.
and at that time,
Especially-
as a woman empress, your main thing is just
Your
make a
job
baby.
is to birth babies.
That is what you do. And if you don't do that,
All you can do is cry all the time,
or threaten suicide.
both at the same time.
Now, having completely lost her husband's love, Empress Chen bore great jealousy and hatred towards Wei.
That's fair enough.
She eventually resorted to the occult as a last-ditch effort, an attempt to salvage
I'm
the
on her side
situation, and was approached by a witch named Chu Fu.
How does it always end up here? What kind of Disney nonsense is this?
Where do you think Disney got their ideas from?
Yeah, true. It's all just
Yeah.
public domain.
Yeah, they just
Fairy
take
tales.
things that are already there, and they're like, yeah, we did this.
Let's add some cute talking
Imagine
animals.
if Pocahontas wasn't a teenager and John Smith wasn't in his 20s.
Who's John Smith?
The guy that they said got with Pocahontas,
The
but
blonde
actually in
man.
real life he never
Oh,
did.
I forgot how boring his name was.
Yeah.
It's super it's literally the most generic.
Also, he was like a grown-ass man and she was like 13.
Well,
during this.
love has... Never mind.
No.
I didn't finish it.
Like to say
I
the
didn't
Spook
finish
Troop
it.
podcast and Norman.
I didn't finish it.
Do not share views.
Oh, cannibalism is okay, but that's where we draw the
Once
line.
again, that is Norman Scott's view.
Okay, fine. I'll stop. Look, let's continue. All right,
Hold on, I'm not done tearing Disney apart.
okay, please give me another one while I sip
Drink.
this.
So you all know the whole plot
Blueberry
of Mulan,
Pepsi.
right?
Yeah.
How she joins the army so her dad doesn't have to. She takes his summons and goes and fights.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but IRL, but not actually like IRL, but IRL.
I thought it really happened.
It did, but IRL. Her dad was already a respected retired soldier who was very advanced in age and would not have been summoned to fight. She just did it to do it, which is still admirable.
Yeah, I mean, on some levels,
That's
that's
my girl.
more admirable.
I think so.
Yes. But can we also talk... Never mind. Just, like, the whole plot of that movie, not her plot, the subplot could be just one guy going, I really hope I'm not gay. I hope I'm not gay. I hope I'm not gay. Thank God. That's the whole plot.
Are you talking about that sweet montage and training?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. The one where he's watching who he thinks is a man train, and he's got a really nice hourglass figure while he's doing this.
Yeah. I hope they incorporate that in the new movie.
Me too.
It got delayed.
I really... yeah, it did. Everything got delayed.
Yeah.
South by isn't giving refunds.
Tom Hanks has coronavirus.
So do I. Probably not.
She doesn't have coronavirus.
I just have it.
She just doesn't want to go to work.
I really don't, but I also want to get paid, so here I am.
Now, Chufu, she claimed she had magical tricks that could help to restore the Emperor's love. Here, Empress, a deck of cards. Tell him to pick any. Now, so tricks as well as curses.
This can go one of two ways.
These are only two you can get picked, as well as curses that she could teach Empress Chen for anyone that she dislikes. Completely convinced by the witch, Empress Chen conducted rituals with Chufu day and night, drank potions, created nail voodoo dolls of Wei, and pause for dramatic effect.
Yes.
Slept together like husband and wife with Chufu dressed in men's garment.
Huh?
I'm confused about the last part.
Witchcraft, baby.
Alright, so in order for this to work, here's what you have to do.
You have to drink potions, create a nail voodoo doll,
and pick one of the leather outfits out of the closet. Come here.
Now, I want to say witchcraft was a capital offense according to Han laws, especially if it involved noble families.
Can we rewind a little bit?
No, why?
Well, because, okay, so, slept together as husband and wife.
Yes.
That has more meaning depending on what era it's set in. Because some eras really don't like to say doing it.
Right.
So they will say that. Are we talking about doing it?
I'm pretty sure we're talking about doing it.
Cool. Nah, that's all I needed.
Cool. Now, Empress Chen's association with Chufu was soon discovered, and Emperor Wu assigned the infamously feared Zhang.
General, my mistress's brother. Go get him, Detective Doofy.
It was prosecutor Zhang Tang.
That's very nice.
Yeah, to investigate. Now, after Zhang's massive crackdown, Chufu was arrested and executed by decapitation, which is where the guillotine comes in. Good call, Tanner.
Thank you.
Vaguely.
Get some,
it was just an old-fashioned
feeling.
guillotine.
Get them Spook Troop points for that one. Good job.
Ooh, where do I redeem those at?
Our website on channel3media.com.
I would
Click on the merch
submit a
tab.
ticket with my redemption, but I'm the only
You're
one
the
who
one
reads
who
the
receives it,
tickets.
so it's up to you.
So that wouldn't be any fun.
She's like, oh, yeah, it went through. Now, here's the thing, though. So, Chufu was arrested, executed, and decapitated, along with more than 300 other accused individuals. Yep. So, not only did she get Chufu killed, but also 300 others. Yeah, not great.
That seems excessive.
Now, Emperor Wu then issued an...
It's the Grand Theft Auto enforcer. Just tearing his way to that, what I imagine was a hollowed out tree to get the witch.
yes. I don't know this reference, but yes.
Just like violent video games in general.
Oh, yeah.
You got a thing to do, and you just kill everything on the way there.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, this guy.
Now, this is when Empress Chen actually gets deposed from her position of Empress, and this happened in 130 BC, and exiled out of her capital and placed under house arrest.
Good call, probably.
Yeah. She's placed in a suburban
What did
household.
an ankle monitor look like in 130 BC? Is it just a dude?
basically.
Yeah.
Don't go
You
anywhere.
can't move.
Basically.
Got your ankle.
So it was her, and then she also
her feet
was
were probably
sent.
bound. Yeah.
Oh, we don't have to talk about that.
I'm just saying.
That's a disturbing, historically accurate atrocity that we don't have to
That
talk
fits
about.
into the time period and the situation, so I'm just saying her feet were probably bound anyway.
Oh, that makes my skin crawl. What an awful, awful
I saw
thing.
a picture of it last week.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures. Have you seen that?
Of what?
Foot binding?
No.
You
No,
don't need
we
to
can.
pull it
We
out.
yeah.
What I'm saying is her feet were probably bound anyway.
Oh, was that around that time?
I believe so.
Oh, I think
mean, it
I've
still
seen it
goes
like a
on.
long time ago.
Yeah, I saw it on Reddit last week, maybe this week. It's been a long week.
Now, luckily though, she was also they gave her like a house slave, or I don't know what they call it, but she had
And a
someone
house.
there, yeah, in her house, as well as she was still allowed like supplies of food and stuff like that for daily living. Oh, is that a hoof?
That's a human foot.
Jesus Christ. So 2 years after that, we gave birth to Emperor Wu's first son.
It took them another 2 years. He couldn't just give.
It's a complicated
It's
process.
yeah.
It takes a while.
It takes a little time.
Unless you're not trying to do it, and then it happens to everyone in my high school.
And that son was, of course, named Crown Prince. With
Wait, did they have daughters before? Maybe,
What was his name?
no,
or just so like he threw away the Empress to wait another 2 years to have a kid.
To be fair, she did start hooking up with a witch and try to maybe kill him.
Right, but he didn't even have to get there if he had just.
well, the point of and this is where the whole poison thing comes in. So the magic that they were using was part of this
Poison.
Gu poison. Yeah,
Yeah.
Guiji.
Guiji.
So 2 years on, he
Yeah.
has his kid.
He has his kid.
Wii U.
So it's also said like so after actually a year after she was exiled, she tried to hire a. So this is kind of where we can't really figure out what's true or not. She well,
I'm amazed that there's records at all that far back.
yeah, right. She tried to hire a poet. Wrote a beautiful song. The song itself is actually called "Ode of Longate." Longate is the house that she was sent on house arrest. Palace. I mean,
Palace arrest. What
palace arrest.
What
yeah.
a life.
That sounds like my actual dream.
So she hired a composer, hoping it would
Coronavirus
draw
could make it
Emperor
come
Wu's
soon.
sympathy. Although some scholars claim that Emperor Wu was so touched by the song that he revisited and loved her again, these claims are likely to just be inaccurate in fantasies. Historical records indicate that though Emperor Wu rewarded the composer for his work, Empress Qin never had any success recapturing Emperor Wu's heart.
So he tipped the guy, but he was
Yes.
like, no.
Dude, that was an awesome song. I mean, I'm not going to love her
Hey,
anymore,
man,
but
like-
man.
Good try. I see you. I see the effort you made. The end.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all.
I think she was just trying to be gay.
And a few years later, she died.
Oh,
Yeah,
From what?
being gay.
Broken heart.
died alone.
Lost the will to live.
Well, and her
Same.
palace slaves.
Okay, so I mean that's pretty much it.
How old were they?
Okay, so
I feel bad. I thought it was going to be longer, and we interrupted through the whole thing instead of just the beginning.
Did we not expect that?
Fair.
yeah, so man, I'm gonna read this, and I'm really gonna. I hope we can kind of piece this together because it's really hard to kind of figure out everybody's ages. So all this is going to be kind of rough. So
Okay.
one of Emperor Wu's older brothers, one of his older brothers was recorded to be 12 years older than Wu.
Okay.
He was about 15 years old during the rebellion of the Seven States, while the young,
This is like that math problem.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty bad. I don't know, man.
Cool.
There's no actual like, hey, this person was this old. It's a lot of like, hey, this person was about this years older than this person, who was roughly about this years younger than this person, and you can kind of get So, but
I'm pretty
roughly,
sure that we got to fill out a chart for that.
basically.
Roughly 1.5 oxen high. So
So I mean, that's pretty much it, y'all. Like I said, I mean, most of this stuff is happening like under the age of 20.
that's wild.
Yeah.
Under the age of 20, I'm not even sure I was alive until I was 20.
Let me see. Chin would have to be
I
at
wasn't.
least in the mid-teens.
Still not.
Otherwise, she would have been too young for marriage. Yeah.
Well, that's an interesting law.
Yeah, so. Crazy.
Imagine your consent laws being like a rough estimate.
Well, I imagine it has something to do with, first
Dowry.
period. I was thinking of first period kind of thing. It's like as soon as you're menstruating, you're able to have babies, it's time to send you off.
This is,
You can get married now.
I was going to say this is not Game of Thrones, but
130
it pretty
BC.
much is.
Or 170 BC, whatever it was.
that's wild.
Yeah. Now, I want to very much point out there are a lot more details in here, but it's very confusing because there's also a lot of incest.
Okay.
And things the line to what's going on gets very confusing. Yeah, that's where the chart. This needs to be the visual portion where I break out a whiteboard and like.
Got to check out the family ivy.
Yeah.
Stop.
Thank you for appreciating that joke.
I mean, but for the most part, that is the story. It's very sad. Well, depending on if you're Woo or
I
Chen.
think I'm on Chin's side.
I think I'm a Wii fan.
Yeah, Wee's just like.
Wii
Hey,
was one of
man.
the best-selling consoles of all time.
True.
Don't make that face. You had to know
Is
it was
it
coming.
spelled the same way?
It is not spelled the same
I'm
way.
pretty sure that Wii is Japanese.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
The console.
WEI.
That's
Oh,
way,
I
isn't
would
it?
have said way.
Well. I didn't realize you guys were experts in Mandarin.
That's
Yeah.
China.
Good work.
I
Yeah.
thought you said this was all Japanese.
I did not say that.
No.
Okay. I guess I just imagined just now when that happened.
Does it change your whole the vision of this story?
Not really.
Okay.
No. I'm still picturing.
You even brought up Mulan.
Yeah, it's like an unrelated thing. We were talking about Disney. Toy Story is also inaccurate.
Yeah, Toy Story is inaccurate.
I caught you in a goof.
No! I've been up all day.
No, that's a
let me
wild
know.
story. Also,
That is.
so no one got poisoned, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, someone may have gotten cursed and then also may have gotten tricked into being slept with, but, you know.
That
Well,
feels like
yeah.
a big. That feels kind of like a big deal, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, sleep with me. I will teach you magic. Sorry. I'm sorry. Also, I'm going to dress as a guy.
No. I thought she had to dress as a guy.
Okay, right.
I don't get a lot of visitors.
Oh,
It
man.
almost said it was a straight face and then broke completely.
Oh, that's
Cool, because like when I was reading this story, I got to that part and I had to read it a second time because like I feel like I didn't quite comprehend that.
No, have sex with me. I'll teach you magic.
Yeah.
Also, one of us has to be a man, but only pretend.
Either one. That's weird.
And then 300 people died.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of glossed over that.
I mean, what more is there?
That's what you get for being gay.
Why did... I feel like every old story involves 300 people dying, like,
There's a lot
as
of
a
people,
minimum.
man. Yeah.
These two people fell in love, and 600 people
They all,
had to die.
everyone died.
Basically, man.
Even Romeo and Juliet, like, pretty much every
Like
character
6 or
with a
7
name
characters,
dies.
yeah. It's kind of rough.
you think?
Sometimes it's just dumb. Well, it's all dumb, but
You think it was just like the guy that like delivered mail to Chufu's place? He's like, I didn't even do anything. This is just my job.
This is a literal expression. Don't kill the messenger.
That's
All right.
Where'd you think it originates from?
This is where my neck is. Try to hit that.
Oh, do you guys want to hear another method
Yes.
of forming U poison?
Yes.
Yeah, but I also feel like we glossed over that.
Yeah.
Imagine
One
going through
animal.
the trouble
5
to
animals
collect
go in.
every
One animal
poisonous
comes
animal.
out.
Yeah, that's got to be really
You
tedious.
walk through the woods and you collect every single poisonous animal, and you're like, I'm going to make them kill each other until there's one left.
There wasn't much else to do.
I feel like you could just put 5 snakes in the jar and be fine.
One of the most powerful snakes. What if
See,
you're
but
out
it's
of
all the
snakes?
same poison.
Yeah.
All the same poison for Cusco.
Why do you keep...
What was that old... There was an old story about how to kill rats.
Well-
You play the music.
What?
That's
Blow a flute.
the Pied Piper.
That's Pied Piper, and that's children.
Didn't he steal children?
A little bit.
Yeah, because they
Well,
didn't pay him.
Yeah, because he got rid of...
is that and the children and the second form of
Dude
payment?
has to get paid.
Yeah. Well...
That's like
yes,
the worst.
You don't know the
because
story of the
you don't
Pied
know the
Piper?
story.
Roughly.
Well, okay,
Okay,
so...
Do you want to tell it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
There was... I don't remember where it was. But
It was
doesn't-
England, the plague.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And there was just a bunch of rats everywhere, and everyone was like, we will do literally anything to get rid of the rats. And so the Pied Piper came around, and he was like, okay, I will do this for a reasonable amount of money.
I have a song rats like, so I'll play it.
I'll play it.
And I'll lead them all to the ocean and make
Let's
them jump
get
in.
going.
You got to pay me. And they were like, yeah, done. Dope.
I mean, can I
And
be?
he didn't even accept prepayment. He wasn't like, can I just get like half now, half later? And then so he did it. And then they were like, we fooled you. You're not getting paid. And he was like, I know more than one song. And then he played a song, and all the kids just left with him.
Why didn't they like, I don't know, beat him up?
That's a good question.
Is it illegal to?
That would have been a much better ending.
You know what, Norm?
Just a bunch of,
Wasn't it like the middle of the night though, or something?
just a bunch of Cockney British thugs beating
Oi.
him up. No, but okay. Speaking of the Pied Piper, and this is only loosely related.
I'm nervous.
Have y'all seen the video of? It went around Reddit for a while, and then like on public freakouts, there was a guy, a construction worker, who it said he did the construction for this building, and they didn't pay his check, so he was tearing it
Yes,
down
with the bulldozer?
with
Yeah.
a backhoe. So
That's right.
I looked further into the story.
Oh.
He was an employee of the company that did the construction for the building, and he missed out on like a $206 check.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
he did like $16,000 worth of damage to the building because they didn't give him his check.
I mean, obviously he can
like,
be.
"Give me
I'm pretty sure he was
200 pounds,
sued and like
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I'm sure.
arrested and.
Small claims. But that doesn't send a message, Norm.
I don't want to be broke. I don't care about the message.
I'm
Yeah.
sure he has jail time.
He's probably broke now.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was gonna say a thing a while back.
Pied Piper.
It was before the Pied Piper.
Okay.
I don't remember what it was.
Oh, okay. Where's this going?
Great.
No, I don't
That's
know.
it. That's the end of the line.
I don't remember what it was.
Good story, though. I liked it.
It's interesting.
It was very interesting.
I got this from a manga.
I remember.
Tanner, yes.
Tanner.
The story about the rats. How to kill rats.
yeah.
Do you remember that? It was... I don't remember what I was watching. But whatever I was watching, they retold the story. It might have been Arrow for how to kill rats. And it was like, a lot of people think you need a cat to kill rats. You don't. You need peanut butter. You get peanut butter. It might have been Wanted.
It doesn't.
And you put peanut
Yeah,
butter
it was wanted.
in a bucket and let all the rats come in to get it, and then you close the bucket and they run out of food, and eventually they have to start eating each other, and you let them do that till there's one rat left, and now he's the strongest rat, and he's got a taste for rat blood, and you let him out, and he'll hunt the rest of them.
I don't remember this from Wanted, actually.
Well, that took a turn that I wasn't expecting.
That sounds like a Family Guy thing.
That's all I could think while we were talking about the poison. I thought it was going to go somewhere like that, but no, you just let them all sting each other, so there's a bunch of poison in one spot, and then you squeeze it into a jar.
Norm, what was that other way that you were telling us to make the poison?
Oh.
Like an hour ago.
So another recipe in which Yu sorcerer kills. A sorcerer kills a poisonous snake, mixes it with an assortment of herbs, and sprinkles the body with water. The snake is left alone for a few days until its meat decays and begins to grow mold. The body is grounded into a powder and slipped into wine.
Okay. No. I'm still going to have to pass.
That sounds easier than that first method.
It does.
For sure. I feel like there are easier ways to do it nowadays.
You could also just coat the inside of the glass with the powder, and then that way you can pour the wine in front of the person, and they won't think it's poison because you'll be taking a drink as well.
No, just make it a margarita. That's the salt.
What if I just stab him? With a poison dagger.
Honest, just a regular dagger. This was 130 BC. They're gonna die. You could stab them in the toe and they would die.
It's like, well, my time has come. Speaking of time has come.
Did anyone plan a...
No. I don't think we have enough.
We could do 1 and 1. Because this is going to be the new setup, so we have to adapt.
That's true.
Overcome.
I don't know if I have enough brain power.
Improvise.
I don't either.
Adapt. Overcome. Norman can guess.
I just said I don't either.
He said it first.
Okay, I'll cover my ears.
I don't see how I would...
Okay, and Tanner, cut.
Are you ready?
Not really. I'm
Okay.
still trying to find something more concrete. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Norman. Trying to hit some ladder smash while she looks.
Absolutely.
All right, you guys get 1 round.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Like right now?
Yeah. That's cool. It's cool.
Okay. We all know what text Norman just got. Alright, we'll be quick. You want to go or you want me to go?
Yeah, I'll start. It's called the Guilo. It's a Chinese ghost that haunts hospitals especially, and can often be seen like in the final pictures of people before they flatline or something like that in hospitals. Seems to originate from the Hunan province or region, or I don't know how it works over there. But that's the gist of it, since we're speeding.
I feel like we're speeding, yeah. You want me to go?
Yeah.
Alright, mine's called Selkies.
Selkies?
Yeah, I actually went to high school with a guy who had that last name.
All right, well.
High school with Bigfoot.
It's called Selkies.
Okay.
It's
my
Scottish.
favorite bar.
It's a Scottish myth.
Yeah.
It's
Oh boy.
it's like it's a woman that transforms into a seal. So it exists both as a seal and a woman pretty much equally. But there's Scottish myths about like a guy that fell in love with one, and then while she was a human, he stole her seal skin, and they had babies together, but eventually she got her seal skin back and went back to the sea and abandoned their babies. Although in some versions of it, they fell in love, and she would come back and visit the kids every year. So...
This has been Fact or Fake Paranormal Files. What's your pick?
What was the name of yours, Emily?
Guilo.
Guilo?
Yeah.
And we said yokai. What is this?
It's It's just like a Chinese ghost that haunts hospitals, and it seems to be kind of like a reaper because it's seen in a lot of final pictures of people dying in the hospital.
Okay.
Seal woman.
What's the name?
Seal woman. Selkies.
Selkies?
Selkie.
Selkie?
Selkies. Okay,
Selkies. Cool. And what does she do with the skin?
Puts it on.
Kiss from a rose.
Baby!
Shit. So the way it sounded was like when she changes, it's different skins.
Okay.
And so she has to...
It's like overalls?
Take off her seal skin.
Right.
Put on her human skin.
Right.
But then a guy stole the seal skin.
So he had to make... She had to make babies with him?
Yeah. It's the left side, right?
I don't believe Tanner at all. Yeah, I very much like both of those stories.
they're equally good. Yes, we can agree on that. Equal thought put into both of them.
I'm gonna go with Emily having the actual cryptid.
You're wrong. Guaylo is a slur for Westerners in China.
Wow.
Selkies is
look,
real.
Wikipedia said...
You lied. Successfully.
Yes, Wikipedia said that no one can really decide if it's supposed to be offensive or not. So I'm sorry if anyone was offended by me saying the word.
You might have to censor that.
Oh, this is like... Never mind.
Also, I'm pretty sure Selkies is a persona in Persona 5.
Yeah, well, the moment you said this is the name of one of the guys I went to high school with, I'm like...
I went to high school with a kid named Selkie.
Okay.
He brought a guitar to lunch.
Oh, one of those. You could tell that with the last name Selkie.
Yeah.
Well,
he also got sent to alternative school for hacking into the school's network for no reason.
I'm in.
Like, he hacked in, and then he didn't do anything, and he was like, sick! And then they sent him to alternative school.
Welcome to Texas.
So that was cool.
Well...
Seal people. Real. I don't believe in ghosts. I do believe in seal people. So
can't wait to find that skin.
People.
Imagine the accent on that seal.
I feel bad for rushing us, but
So Norm, where can we find you?
hey, I'm Norm. You can find me at Unhappy Bananas with viral tweets coming out once a week now.
Also, he's getting
Is there another
really
viral
into
tweet?
TikTok.
I got out of TikTok and I'm on I was gonna say Twitter now. What'd you say?
It's both.
Did you have another viral tweet?
No.
Oh, good.
Not yet.
Because I've been on this stupid app since 2010 or something. I need something, you know? You started seriously getting into it, and I'm the one that had to tell you had a viral tweet.
Yeah.
Which is
I
annoying.
think I've been on Twitter since it started.
Nice. Good for you.
You're old.
That's not good. I
Anyway.
still only have like 30 followers.
I'm one of them. Unhappy Bananas. Follow me. Like my stuff. Retweet. Call me I'm pretty.
What?
Call me I'm pretty.
Call me, comma, I'm pretty.
Call me, comma, I'm
Oh,
pretty.
Okay. I needed the comma.
Or you could use a semicolon for that.
Tanner, where can we find you?
Usually at my house. That's where I hang out. That or work. That's pretty much it. I'm Tanner.
He's on Twitter at I'm Still Tanner and Instagram at KasenT111.
That sounds right. I don't remember, but I believe that it happened.
All right. Well, I'm Ninja Squirrel on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, NJASQRL. You can also find us at Spoop Troop Pod on Twitter and Instagram. You can go to our website, Channel
Norman's
3 Media.
actually gone.
He just left. He just walked out the door. Bye, Norman. You can find us on our website, channel3media.com.
What happened to tonight?
You can support us there through Patreon as well, or through our merch sales. There's a tab that says merch. You can also suggest topics for shows. I think that about does it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
and
it.
my mother says that we didn't say sorry, Mom, on the last episode. So sorry, Mom, for not saying sorry, Mom, and sorry, Mom.
Yeah, that covers both. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Bye.
Not
I'm
even
trying to
not
sign
even all
off
of
here.
us are here.
Norman also would say bye, but he's busy.
Bye. That's my Norman impression.